Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fridge Prep. My name is Adrian Petrykiw, and my partner's name is Armaan Mehta. And we created a meal prepping app using what's in your fridge or at home. So this means essentially no more food waste. So whether you need to go to the store, but you know that you still have stuff in your fridge, or you just really want to kind of stretch your ingredients and be super environmentally friendly, you can go ahead and input ingredients into our app, get recipes that are returned, and then go ahead and put these into a meal prepping plan for your entire week. So first, I will go ahead and take you on a behind the scenes, kind of how the code works. We utilize a bottom navigation menu for kind of our layout. And in terms of kind of on the back end, we also utilize the Spoonacular API, something called the TagView, which is an added Android feature which allows us to both categorize and organize your recipes as well as your ingredients. And then finally, a NestedScrollView to help us navigate through the meal plan at the very end. So kind of going through this in our home fragment, we kind of just go ahead and gather all your ingredients, provide some common ingredients that you might want to use. And then after this gets sent to the API, we go ahead and uh, go into the dashboard fragments. And in here, we go ahead and take the info that comes from the API, parse through the JSON object, and pull out any information that is most necessary. So mostly just the name of the recipe. And then finally, once we go into the notifications fragment, we kind of go ahead and organize all your recipes and let you choose which recipes you would like to use on which specific days during which meals. So kind of the biggest challenges with this were using an API such as Spoonacular that's not really meant to be used with Android, and like Zoom collaboration was absolutely key to this. My partner mostly worked on the tag views, and then I worked mostly on working with the API as well as setting up the entire meal plan. However, my partner also did work on trying to get the API to work using Volley and UniRest as well as OKHTTP.
So when we first launch the app, the first menu or tab that you're going to see is the home menu. And this is where you can kind of go ahead and input any ingredients that you have at home. So say for example, I have an apple at home, I can go ahead and input that. And I can do this manually via the tab, and that will show up. And then I can also go ahead and just select from common ingredients or items that we have suggested for you. So I could also just go ahead and say select cinnamon. And then once I click generate recipes, uh, in the background you will have all the calls to the API and the searching through the JSON object, so that when you go to recipes and say show recipes, you now have an entire list of recipes that match the ingredients that you have at home. And then once you go into your meal plan, in the third tab, you can actually select which of these recipes or meals you would like to have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, all the way from Monday through Sunday, essentially. One really cool added feature that we were thinking about adding was a favorites option, so that if you have a favorite meal plan, you selected for the week favorite ingredients or favorite recipes, you could go ahead and actually save those to use easily over again and not have to do any API requests. Also, adding images for each of these meals and any type of reference, so having it go to a URL would also make our app a lot cooler. So, hope you guys actually enjoyed Fridge Prep and stay safe.